All right, hello everybody, and welcome to Crafty Hour 31. It's so dark out, I want to say crafting late night with Kourtney. So welcome everybody, welcome. I hope everybody grabbed a chance to watch Deanna's fabulous live today at 12 o'clock Central Time. If you didn't, remember to go back to Clipper Street's Facebook page. It'll be posted on there publicly. And go back and watch the fabulous cards that she did. She had some fun, interactive one on there too. So go make sure to grab that. And then we are here for part 2 of Crafty Hour 31. So I hope you guys are loving these crafty hours and you're having fun. Come in and craft along with us. And we want to see your cards, your posts. So please post those in our Facebook group so we can see those. See, very dark. So it's After Dark with Kourtney. I don't know. We'll have to come up with something catchy name. I am not a cold, dark winter kind of person. Oh, it's just kind of gloomy. I want to get home, sit on the couch in my PJs and my electric blanket and accomplish nothing. But now I'm accomplishing 3 beautiful cards in an hour. So thank you everybody for joining us. I might have been a little over ambitious on these 3 cards. So we'll see how far we get in the 3. I think I'm going to bounce around and maybe do card 1, then card 3, and then card 2, since that's the easiest one. So we'll see how that goes. So everybody grab your kit. This was a beautiful kit that we selected and did with the Echo Park little ladybug line. I know both stores kind of have limited pieces left for these. So grab them now before they're gone because there's so many more cute items that you can make with these cards. So let me bump these guys out of the way. First card up is an ode to Keitha. And I don't know if Keitha is on or not, but Keitha gave me this beautiful Christmas card. It's kind of a triangular, it's a 3D card. So it sits up and then it does kind of fold flat. So you could fit it in an envelope, a bigger envelope if you want to do it. And so Keitha gave me this card for Christmas and I absolutely loved it. I was like, oh my God. I called her or messaged her and said, can I deconstruct this and use it for Crafty Hour? And she's like, yes, absolutely. So this is Keitha's version that she did. And then, so thank you for that idea. Sometimes I feel like I need a little inspiration or something to shoot me in another direction. So this is going to be our version that we're going to do with the ladybug line. And again, it's going to kind of, if you want it to, it'll fold flat. And I got a little over ambitious with mine, so mine might fold like that. I don't know, but it will come down if you want to do it. So I thought it was an awesome card. I just had to deconstruct it and figure it out for a Crafty Hour to kind of share with you guys on that. So like I said, thank you, Keitha, for the ideas and inspiration. So in your homework, I'm going to move that guy out of the way. I had you cut 3 5x5 pieces of paper. So 3 5x5 black papers. Got them cut. On that. So basically what we're going to do, this is going to be deconstructed. Like I said, when you open it up and look at the card, you're going to see 3 squares. There's a square here, a square here, and a square here. So what we're going to do with these squares is we're going to go and crease them. You're going to kind of see it. Each one is going to be from top right to bottom left. Top right to bottom left. Oh, Keitha is on. Thank you. Thank you, Keitha. So you got your squares. You've got your 3 squares, and we're going to go with our scoring tool. And I absolutely love my Spellbinders trimmer or the Dress My Craft trimmer, the same kind of designs. I love it because it has that scoring tool, and I can park my blade at the top, and I have room to be able to do my scoring and stuff, and I don't have to take him off the trimmer. So that's why I love this trimmer. So we're going to take, and I like to use the track. If you have a scoreboard, go ahead and line it up with your scoreboard. But we are going to put it tip to tip and line it up on our track. And we're going to go in and just score that. Okay? We are going to do that on all three. Ooh, that wasn't very straight. I'll try better on the next one. All three of those squares that we've cut. Okay, so the squares were 5 by 5. Now we're going in and we're just scoring them diagonally. Scoring it diagonally. Super easy. Okay, and then we're just going to set those to the side. Next thing we're going to do is grab your pattern paper. I loved this one. This one just sung to me. I love the cute little flowers. I love the little bugs. And then I love turquoise. So of course the backside has like a turquoise gingham on it. So you want to grab this piece of paper. I don't think Deanna used this one at all. So you probably have a full sheet of this one. And you want to go ahead and grab that. Grab your full sheet. And what we're going to do is we're going to make some squares. 2 of them. 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. Oh, have a good dinner, Kay. 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. Oops, that's my score, not my cutter. Let's try again. And we're going to make 2 of these. 2 squares that are 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. Okay. Then we've got this little scrap. We're going to make 1 square that's 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. And this, I'm going to show you what we're going to do is why I love double-sided paper. We have a lot of customers that come in the store and they're like, oh, I hate double-sided paper. I never know which side to use. I feel like I'm wasting it. I feel like I'm overpaying for it. I feel like it's such a waste. This is why I love double-sided paper. You get more bang for your buck. So this piece of paper we're going to cut. We're going to use the A side, the B side, B side, A side, B side, A side. So you can get this design out of 1 sheet of paper. That is why I love double-sided paper. It coordinates, it's there, you have your A side, you have your B side, everything matches. You don't have to think about it. It is done for you. Paper for dummies. Paper matching for dummies. We'll call it that. And I'm the lead dummy here. Okay, so again, we're going to put these guys on the angle. But this time, we are going to cut them instead of scoring them. Okay? We are going to cut them. So we got our 2 little triangles. And we'll set those to the side. Then we're going to bring in our big guys. And we're going to do the same thing to them. We're going to cut them on the angle. Okay? So we got that. And we're going to do it again over here. Oh, shoot. I bet I didn't bring a pencil. I bet I got one over there. Okay, so I will give you guys a moment just to make sure you're all there. So what we should have is this. We should have another big one. And we should have a little one. So that is all for card number 1. We've got our layers. We have 2 of them at 4 3/4 by 4 3/4, cut into a triangle. 1 of them at 1 3/4 at 1 3/4. He is also cut into a triangle. Okay? All right, I don't see any questions, so I'm just going to slide these guys out of the way for the moment. And we are going to take our black ones, so we're going back to the big black ones, and we're going to score them. So all of them are going to get the same thing. I always take and turn a valley into a mountain. So it's going to fold it out. So you're taking a valley into the mountain. And then you're just going to take your Teflon bone folder, which is what I love. And I was saying it was like a dump truck today. You got that big wide load and you're just going to, and it doesn't leave marks, especially on black paper. Black paper, if you use those cheap plastic bone folders, it leaves streaks on there. And you're going to see that there are no streaks on here. So this is that awesome, fabulous tonic bone folder. If you're watching our 2 o'clock today that we had on promo, that's this guy in action. I also have the other end of it you can use. Of course, it's a pointed end that you can run it here, run it there. But I like, for the heavy cardstock, this is heavy cardstock, to take that big old fat end and just work it. And it folds and creases beautifully, beautifully on that. Okay, so you should have 3 kind of triangles now. Everybody with me? 3 triangles. Because now we're going to have to start putting them together. I'm going to tell you to grab some score tape. I like to use a dry adhesive with this just in case I oopsed and I don't have to move fast with a dry adhesive like you do with your wet adhesives. Of course, if you do glue it in the wrong spot, you better grab some undo. Undo is our best friend. Best friend. Okay, so we're going to put it so wings are up. Wings are up, and I know we're on black cardstock, and it is hard to see black cardstock on these cameras. So we have wings up. Can you see that? So wings up. This is our valley. And we're going to take another one, wings up. And we're going to take another valley. What we're going to do is we've got our valley right here. We are going to put tip to tip, tip to tip, and we're going to put it right up to that valley. We're not going to go over it. We're just going right into the valley, and we're tip to tipping it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pencil. Where's my pencil? I just grabbed it. And I'm going to draw a line right here. Because right here is where they intersect. And don't worry, it'll be covered with pattern paper later. But right there's where it intersects. So I know where to put the score tape because I don't want any score tape here. I just want the score tape right here. So there's my pencil mark. This is my bottom layer. This is layer number 1. And I'm just going to take my score tape and I'm going to give it a good amount. Good amount of score tape. Because this guy's interactive and I don't want him going anywhere. I do not want him going nowhere. Okay, and then I like to do my little trick where on the score tape, I just fold over one end and give me a little pull tab. Gives me a little pull tab. So I'm going to line this back up. So we're at tip to tip. Tip to tip. We're in that crease, but not overlapping the crease. I should have done this the other way. Hold on. I got to put my pull tab the other way. He's getting in the way. Okay, and the reason I don't expose all of them is so it doesn't grab it. Right now, all I have exposed is this. So if my cardstock sticks down and it is crooked, it's okay. I can go in and still pull that up and move it because technically the only thing it's touching it is right here. Whereas if you have the whole thing down, there ain't no way you're pulling that baby back up. Okay, and then that way when you have the pull tab, you can just pull the rest. I like where it's positioned. It looks like the card's going to fold good. Now I'm just going to kind of take my pokey tool. I'm going to go in here and just pull the rest of those tabs and stick her down. Okay, and there we go. So there we have our first connected piece. Are we all good? Thank you, Sarah. Okay, so our first piece, we're going to do the same thing with the next one. Okay, I don't want to lose anybody because this is kind of the start of it. We're going to do the same thing. The next one, wings up, and we are going to put it tip to tip again. We're going to put it all the way to that crease, make sure it points, and I'm going to take a pencil and draw a line again. So I know no score tape past that line. No score tape past that line. So what we're going to end up with is something that looks like this. It's kind of a rectangle with a little triangle at top. Okay, looks like everybody's good. I never know if you guys are crafting along. We want you to craft along. We hope you are kind of crafting along. Try to go at a crafty pace. Or if you're kind of just watching and then grabbing on replay. I find if you craft along, then you do it, because I'm famous for, oh, I'll watch it and do it later, and then, well, later never comes. So, okay, we're going to bump that guy back in there, put him all the way to the corner, tip to tip, and we're going to press. Press, 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 press. Press, press. Okay, oh, Wanda's crafting, awesome. Okay, then I'm going to pull that little tab that I had, my little, I don't know what you want to call it, little wing. Press it, and we are good to go. So now, I'm just going to take my pokey tool and pull the backing off and expose the rest of those guys. And that's our card base. That is all there is to it. Then you're 57 behind, right? Well, we're only at Crafty Hour 31, so we shouldn't be too far behind, right? Okay, that's our card base. That is all there is to it. So now I'm going to flip it over. So now we have our mountains. So these guys are all pointing up. These are our mountains. Oh, yay, Becky's crafting along too. Awesome, awesome. So we got our mountains up, right? Okay, mountains, mountains, mountains. Now we're going to grab our papers that we cut before. Remember, we have our A sides, B sides, and we're just going to fasten them down. When we glue these guys down, you're going to glue it down, so you're going to see a little bit of black all the way around them. You can use your liquid glue if you want. You can use your runners if you want. Whatever you are comfortable with. I'm going to use my Nouveau glue. I love this stuff. I think it's a great glue. Also, mine has that little metal tip on it, which makes it great in precision. We got those back in stock today. I think they've been in the land of back order for maybe, 9-10 months maybe. And I'm sure Deanna's got some on the way too. So those little metal tips, I feel like they're Santa Claus. I feel like, I'm like, nope, they don't exist. It doesn't exist. And then they show up and I'm like, oh, he does exist. Yeah, feel like it's the Santa Claus of the crafting tool. Okay, then we're going to flip this guy over. So see, A side, B side. It does all the matching for you. You don't have to think about it. It's all done. Work is done for you. This is why I love double-sided paper. You can use both sides. You don't have to just use a full sheet and use one side. Cut that baby up and use both sides. Okay, so now all we're doing is just kind of playing matchmaker. Matchmaker. Oh, Deanna says they are finally on the way, so watch for them. Or better yet, send Stacy an email and she'll get you on the list, I'm sure. I'm sure Stacy loves that. She's like, Kourtney said. Okay, then our next one, again, bugs up. Bugs up for the next one. Bugs up. Love it. Love, love, love. Yeah, I swear, I was starting to think they didn't exist anymore. And I hate demoing and using stuff in our lives that we can't get because everybody's like, oh my gosh, I want it. Why can't I get it? But I love that tip so much that I couldn't stop using it. I couldn't not use it because I love it that much. Just wait until I get my glue press. Huh, waiting for those things to show up too. Then I'll be starting to use that guy. I like that it's a little gun. Pew, pew, pew. Make it easier. Okay, there we go. So there's our big guys. So see, it only took a half a sheet of paper. We use A side, B sides, and you cover your whole card base. Okay, so now we got our little triangles. We're going to use the B side. I love this turquoise gingham. It is so cute. So, so cute. Okay, so we're going to put those down on the little triangle areas. Little triangle areas. Okay, there, one there. And now, whoops, that's it. Card is done. Easy peasy. That is our card base. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go decorate. So we're going to start adding our little tags and features and things. But one thing we need to do is we need to pop it so it has like a little stopper. So this little bug here, you're going to see we bring the card around and he goes right behind it and he's going to hold the card. He's holding the card. So that's going to be the first thing we do so we don't accidentally use the wrong thing in the wrong spot or cover something up. So we're going to go to our sticker sheet, and I think it's this guy right here. Yep, this guy right down there. And we're going to grab that little guy out from our sticker sheet, and we're going to put pop dots on the back of him. Now, if you see, this has to slide in here. So the pop dots are going to be like right here. You got to put the pop dots down below so this can slide in and it doesn't interfere with it. Does that make sense? So I'm going to flip my bug over, and I know it has to be on the bottom part of his butt. Bottom of his butt. Oops. Find my scissors. And I'm going to put one down here on this little whirly part of the tail. I love when bugs have flight trails. I don't know if that's the proper word for it or not, but I'm calling it a flight trail. I love when bugs have those. It gives it movement. It looks like it's moving. And then, so I've got my pop dots on. And then I'm going to hit them with my powder tool. So if you've got your powder tool or your anti-static bag, whatever you have, put a little bit of powder on it so it takes the sticky off. That way when your card closes, it won't stick to it. So you're going to take your card, but kind of follow along, and we're going to bring it across, and we're going to bring it all the way to the corner. So we're going to kind of hold it with that. We're just going to have a one-handed hold it. And I'm pulling the foam off the little trail guy. And we're going to put him on. And when you put him on, the foam needs to go right here. I guess I could have put the foam on the card first. But there is your little bug. So he is going to hold him flat. He's going to hold him closed for you. So when you set him up, it's going to hold it. And my score lines aren't very tight, which is why it's popping open. So if you find that yours is popping open, score your score lines tighter. You got to train it. There we go. And then we'll get some weight on it and it'll hold it. Okay. So now we got to decorate our little panels. So our first panel up, and I found it was easiest just to kind of open the card and work from it flat. Is going to be this right here. So we had a scrap piece of turquoise. When we cut those little squares, we had this scrap piece of turquoise right here. And I thought, ooh, that'd make a cute little tag. And I used the tag punch and punched it. If you don't have a tag punch, then you can do the whole triangle thing where you snip off one end, you flip it, line it up, snip off the other end. That ain't too bad. Sometimes I do better than others. And then take a hole punch and just punch a hole in the top. Okay? You can do it that way. Or if you have a tag punch, I did that on the first one. Just slide the punch in and punch it. Okay? Either or works. Okay? Then we're going to use my favorite sticker in the entire sticker sheet, this guy. I love the strawberry with the branch with the little bug on top. That was my all-time favorite sticker. I'm like, I have to use that one. So that was the first one I used. We're going to put some pop dots on the back of him because the secret word is pop. Pop dots, foam dots. The secret word. Anybody ever play that game? What was that host's name? I can't remember that host's name. Here, did that one. But the secret word is pop dots. So we're going to add some foam tape on there. I'm just hitting it again with my little powder tool. My little powder tool got a workout on this. The tag size, let me look. This was just from that turquoise scrap that we had laying there. So it ended up being 2.5 by 3. 2.5 by 3. is the size of that guy. Oh my gosh, anybody else get these little, here, Kourtney, control your foam. Control your trash. Put my trash in here. Ends up all over the place. Oh my gosh, we're already at 30 minutes. I'm going to have to pick up the pace. Sorry, guys. Okay, and then we're going to put the little strawberry on there. Then on our sticker sheet, we have, oh, what a day, or you can do remember this, whatever you want. Holy cow, how did time go so fast? I thought I was going at a good pace. Evidently, I was not. I'm just going to kind of stick him off the edge and stick him down flat. I'm sticking him down flat. Then I saw, where's that cute little flower? This cute little flower. I think you have to have flowers on your strawberry plants because then you know they're blooming. So I'm going to grab that little guy, put a foam on the back of him. I always add powder to my stickers because I don't want them sticking where I don't want them to. Put a little foam on him. And then I took some gingham. This is just the black gingham ribbon. And I'm just going to run it through there. You could do some jute. You could do some twine. Whatever you have. I just thought it needed a little bit of color. And there is just something about black, white, and red that I just love. It makes those colors pop. And it just looks gorgeous. Evidently, I talk too much, Amy. That might be the problem. I talk too much. Less talky, more crafty. Okay, then this whole piece is going to get foam on the back. And for this one, I used low foam. So I used the, if you do it by the roll, I call it the 108. The 108 is the low foam. And then the 54, which is what Deanna uses, is kind of your medium foam or your normal foam. Okay, bring my card in and I just kind of want to angle it on there. Just like that. And I'm going to do the bling later because I feel like if we put bling on, we're not going to get these other cards done. Or we can come back later and put the bling if we have time to put the bling. But I used the Pink Fresh, the little yellow, what is it called? This one's called Ombre Sparkle and Shine. I used the yellow dots and I put some here and I will post that pictures afterwards and on that. So there's that panel. Now we have to do our next panel. So this is panel number 2. Panel number 2, we're going to look for a little butterfly or another ladybug flying right here. This one with the little heart flight pattern. Again, I love flight patterns. Little heart flight pattern. And he's just going to get stuck right there in that turquoise area. Ah, thank you, Frida. Thank you, thank you. Okay, then we're going to look for this guy here. This I thought would be cute to put on the card because this is where you can put your sentiment or your salutations. I'm going to put low foam tape on it. Remember, the secret word is foam tape. Everything gets foam tape. So this I thought would be cute to put your salutations, your thinking of you, sign your name, your sentiment, whatever would go perfect on this little tag. Okay, I'm going to bring our card back in, bring him in, and I'm just going to put him kind of on an angle. Bring him down a little bit, just like that, okay? And I'm going to open him up now so I can work on him flat. Got him on. We're going back to our sticker sheet and we're going to use this guy right here. Was pop. Ooh, did I change the secret word, Deanna? Dang it. Pop. Foam. Foam pop. We're going to put pop on him. Everything gets popped. Pop, pop, pop. When in doubt, pop it up. When in doubt, pop it. Okay, that little flower is going to go right down here in the corner, covering up that little bug. Just put them right there in the corner. Then we're looking for a tulip-looking flower. Anybody see it? Oh, there it is. Little tulip-looking flower. We're going to pull him off. And guess what? We're going to put some foam on him. We're going to pop him. Pop, pop. Well, Powder Tool is going to get his workout tonight. Uh-oh. Get fired from Be Secret Word Buddy. Is there secret words there? All I know is if we get lost, we just Marco Polo. But then it never fails. Somebody else goes, Polo! And you're like, oh, you're not who I was looking for. Oh, in Collins. Oh, yes, I forgot. There is the secret word for that. I write those down so I can remember that. Here's the umbrella. I forgot we have to do that whole secret word thing. Ugh, I already feel behind. Okay, our last little flight bug. You're going to give him a little foamy. He needs to be popped too. We have 3 trade shows this month, girls. 3 trade shows. So you know there is going to be no shortage of new products and classes coming in the stores. And we've got some amazing crafty hour ideas. We're meeting with vendors. We're going to have new products. So make sure to always tune in at the 2 o'clocks. Okay, that's it for that card. So he is just going to fold. So we have the cute little tag on one side. We have our salutations on this side. And then this side I left blank. I thought it was too much to do all 3 sides. So I left him blank. I will take pictures and post pictures of the 2 sides on the scoop group. And then also I did some yellow bling. So I put a bling in the center of this flower. And then I put some bling right here. And then some bling right here. Lots of bling. And then I did also, if you have any of the enamel accents or the liquid gloss, they call it. I don't know if you can see it, but I went in and added that to my bugs. So see how it just makes those little dots pop? And it's like a little glossy accents or glossy enamel dot that just kind of makes those guys come to life. So that is card number 1. Holy cow, that took 34 minutes. So we're going to have to boogie on the next ones. And yes, thank you, Keitha, for the inspiration. I loved your Christmas card. Unfortunately, I didn't get my Christmas cards out this year. I got sick the week before Christmas, and well, I was in bed instead of addressing and writing cards, so I apologize. So don't think you guys didn't make the cut this year. I just didn't get them out. Okay, next up, we're jumping to card number 3. So card number 3 is going to be this card right here. It does fold flat, so it will fit in an envelope, standard envelope, and then it kind of pops, so it sits like this. I did this card a long time ago. I can't even remember which Maker Mania it was. It was one of the craft-alongs that I did. I did this card, and it was sitting on my desk, and I'm like, I haven't done that one in a long time. Let's bring it out, and let's revisit it. Let's revisit that card. Okay, so I told you to get a piece of black paper and cut it 8 1/4 by 5 1/2. Okay, 8 1/4 by 5 1/2. I think I'm going to use the textured size on this. And then we're going to score it. So put your blade up at the top. Danger, danger, danger. Out of the way. We're going to score it at 2, 3, 5 1/4, and 6 1/4. And I got to open my arm up. No, I don't. I don't need to open it. 6 1/4 is right there. Okay, so we're going to do 2. So we have it going wider than it is tall. We're going to score it at 2. We're going to score it at 3. We're going to score it at 5 1/4 or 5 1/4, some people say. Oh, I do have to open it up so that arm is out of the way. And then we're going to go over to 6 1/4 or 6 1/4, whatever you call it. Ain't no right or wrong. And there we have our card. Okay, so the first one, this one is going to get folded over. Anybody see where I threw my bone folder? Oh, Lord mercy. Kourtney, you haven't even moved. Ah, there it is. It's under the pop dots. So I'm going to fold this one over and score. And then this one is going to go back and score. God, I love this bone folder. Nice and flat. It gives you a good score. So there we've got our score. So we have down, up. Our next one is going to be up. And then the next one is down. Okay, so when you open it, you should have your 2 pieces down and your 1 piece up. So it kind of looks like that. Is that an H? I don't know what it is. It's going to look like that. Down, up, down, up. Okay? All right. We got to grab our pattern paper. So we're going to grab this guy right here. And I'm calling this red. We need to cut 2 of them that are 5 1/4 by 1 3/4. I was trying to save my paper so I don't waste it. Just cut it, Kourtney. Just cut it. 5 1/4. We got our 5 1/4. Then we're going to flip it and do 1 3/4. I thought my bugs were going upside down for a minute, but they're not. The bugs are just going everywhere. Okay. So you got 2 reds. That's what I said right here is red. 1 3/4 by 5 1/4. And when you put these on, they're going to go right here on the base with a little bit of black all the way around it. Okay? Right on the back with a little bit of base. All about the base, no trouble. Okay. And then next one is this one right here. This one right here. I love this paper. Again, God, I think I just loved all the paper. Or I just used all my favorites. Maybe I just used all my favorites. This one is the one I refer to as white. You're going to cut it to 2 by 5 1/4. 2 by 5 1/4. Two by 5 1/4. Can I give them a hint, Deanna, for tomorrow? Can I give them a little hint? Well, they already saw the sneaky peeky of the save the date, right? So they know kind of that it's strawberries, right? We posted the sneaky peeky. Make sure to tune in tomorrow, 9 o'clock Pacific, 11 o'clock Central is when Crafty Hour number 33 will go live. We bought everything the vendor had, so there is no more getting kits. What we have in store right now is all there is. And yeah, when it is gone, it is gone. And I fought hard for the die. I was like, oh, I want this die. We got to make this die work. I love it. I love it. We got to make it work. Okay, Deanna said she did tell them the die is worth about $40 Canadian. Yes, it was a very expensive die. But you guys are going to get an amazing deal on it. So I think this could be a sneak of what the die looks like. That's kind of a sneaky peeky right there. Sneaky peeky. And it is a large die. It is going to fill a card. It's not an itty bitty die that has a million little pieces. It is a very nice, large layering die. But yes. And Deanna says Crafty Hour will be $34 Canadian. And I think I did 26 or 27. I can't remember off the top of my head. I think 26. And you're getting a $40 die. So amazing deal. Amazing, amazing deal. And yeah, that picture right there, when you see the die tomorrow, you're going to be like, oh my God. You're going to love it. And it will work perfect with this line too. You can use it with this line. Okay, next piece we're going to do. These are the little 3x4s. I know Deanna used this on her card. This is the one you guys are going to use. Life is full of miracles. I only had one, so I'm going to use a different one. So you guys can use this one. Life is full of miracles. It is 3x4. It's on your cut aparts. You're just going to cut it apart. I went ahead and cut out this one, a different one, because I already used that one. Then you're going to mat it on a piece of black paper that is 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. Okay? 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. And anybody seen my glue? Man, how do I keep losing things? You think I would be a little bit more organized tonight. Okay, and you're just going to put that guy in the center. I know it's upside down. We'll flip it here in a second. Oh, Karen says $26 is what I did. Okay. I think I already... Okay, there's that. And then I want to, again, the secret word is pop. We got to pop this. So I'm going to pop this guy right in the center on the panel, but I just want to put foam tape right here. I'm going to put low foam tape. So I'm going to flip him over like a calendar so I can see where to put my foam tape without gluing my card shut. Does that make sense? So I can see my foam tape, whoops, will be safe right there. And then my other piece of foam tape will be safe right there. Safe right there. Okay. And then I'm just going to center it. Just put her right in the center. How are we doing on time? Okay, I think I might make it. And that's a little crooked, but we're going with it. Okay, so you make me smile. I'm going to put the cards side by side so you can kind of see them. You guys are going to be doing the Life is Full of Miracles. I'm going to do You Make Me Smile, but I'm going to do the same embellishment so you can see it. On our sheet, I'm going to go to the Remember This. Remember This. And I'm going to pop it. I'm going to pop it. I love these foam strips. These strips just make my life so much easier. I was so excited when I saw they invented these things. I'm like, where have you been all my life? I don't have to cut down a million little ones. Okay, so Remember This is going to go right down here in the corner. Put them under that little bug. Okay, and then we're going to have this little bug right here. Are these bugs not adorable? I just love this whole collection. I'm going to put, let me guess, you're going to pop it, Kourtney. Gonna pop it. She's gonna do it. I'm gonna put the pop dot right here. Because if I put it on here, I feel like I'm gonna shoot it in the wrong spot. So I'm gonna put the pop dot right there. And then I'm gonna put this little guy right on top. Right at the edge. There we go. Perfect. And then this guy, this was a happy accident, lines up perfect with these little wooden ones. Are they not adorable? So I'm going to peel off one of the little wooden ones, and I'm going to line him up, and he fits perfect right on top. And then because of the sticker underneath, he has antennas, so he still has little antennas. Okay? And then last one is to find that umbrella on your sticker sheet. There we go. And we're going to pop it. And I'm going to come in with a little micro one, little micro dots to put on the umbrella handle. let's do one more. Where's my pokey tool? Makes life easier. And then we're going to powder her up so she don't stick where we don't want her to. Yep, I got overambitious with 2 folded cards, but the last one's kind of easy, so we can do it. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so then we're just going to put our umbrella. I want him to kind of fit in here so he's not covering up too much of the words. Do I want him to go the other way? Nope. Okay, and then there's our little umbrella. Okay. So let me pull in the original one. Here's the original. And I did go in and put those yellow blings in the center of those flowers. There's just something about center of flowers that has to have bling. It just screams, put some bling in me. It's got to have it. Right? I love red and black. It just makes everything pop. Oh my gosh, just makes it all pop. Okay, last card. Last card. And guess what Kourtney didn't do? Grab a white card base. Come on, Kourtney. No fear. I found some white cardstock. Okay, so card number 2. We're going back to card number 2 because I thought this is the easier one that we go back. Does the 6x6 pad have the phrases in it? Ooh, I can't remember. I think it does. Doesn't it, Deanna? And they're just smaller sizes? I think it does. Okay, so standard size card base. We're doing a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. There's our 5 1/2. There's our 4 1/4. We're going to fold. So just a white standard card base. 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, and we're folding it at 4 1/4. So folding it in half. Oh, Linda says it does. Yep. I thought it did. I think they're just smaller. So they're sized, the prints are sized smaller, and then the sentiments are sized a little bit smaller. Okay. Black and white paper. Again, I keep saying I love this one. I guess I didn't use any paper I didn't like. Okay, we're going to cut this black 4 by 5 1/4. 4 by 5 1/4. I only use the good paper, right? By 5 1/4. And that is going to go right in the center, but we're not going to do it yet. Just not yet. But that's going to go right in the center with a little bit of white. Okay, so something I loved on this, I like to alter my stickers. I don't like to leave things the way they are. I like to alter things. I thought this sticker was pretty cute. But I decided I was going to go in and alter it and make it look more like a scallop. I like to cut my pieces smaller. So I cut it a little bit smaller. So on this, and you can do it now, you can do it later. I kind of like to go in, and I'm going to go back and do it. But what we're going to do is we're going to take a standard punch, standard hole punch. And what I did is I went in and cut it. I punched it. So it looks like little eyelet, like little scallop eyelets. So I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. 5 of them. And I'm just going to go up and punch a hole. Just a standard size hole punch. I'm just eyeballing it, not worrying if it's perfect. It's handmade with love. Doesn't have to be perfect, but we're going to do 5 scallops. Okay? 5 scallops. And I just left mine on the back of the sheet. I cut it out because I found it's easier for me to work with, so it's not sticking to me. Okay? And then now we're going to peel it off. And we're going to pop it. And when I put the foam on, I'm going to come down just a little bit. I'm going to come down and put my foam strip on. And then we're going to powder it, so the bottom part doesn't stick where I don't want it to. Okay? We foamed it, we powdered it, popped it. I am currently out of the 6x6 and the wooden bugs, but I put more on order today, so we have more coming. So if any of my girls are looking for it and don't see it on the website, it's because we're currently out of those ones. But I do have more on the way. We do have the 12x12 collections and the 12x12 solids. And some of the ephemeras. Okay, so then we're going to peel that off. And I'm going to center it. With my scallops, I'm OCD like that. And I have to have it centered. I can't have a half a scallop on there, or it just drives me bonkers. I don't know about you guys, but I can't have a half a scallop. So I have to center it as good as I can. And then I'm just going to flip and snip. Flip and snip. Whatever that hangs over, it gets snipped off. I cannot have off-centered, off-ketered scallops. It just drives me bonkers. Okay, then I'm going to take and glue this guy down right to my white base. I think my glue got a little cold. My craft room is freezing. So I think my glue's a little frozen. Yes, give Ken a call. Ken will get you guys taken care of. He'll get everything on the list for you. Okay. The next piece. This, and I only have a half a piece, but this is on your cut apart. So you're going to have a cut apart piece that has these red flowers on it that matches that. This right here is a 4x6 of the cut apart. So this is a 4x6. It has that big note card to it. And what I did is I just cut it in half. Okay. So I cut it in half, and half of it's going on here. The other half I'll use down here. So the half that you guys want has a ladybug right in this corner. So there's a ladybug in this corner. Mine's going to say notes, but you're going to cut that out. It's a 4x6, and you're going to cut it out, and then it's going to get glued down. We're going to go all the way to the edge of the black, and we're going to go under that sticker a little bit. And sorry guys, I'm trying to pick up the pace a little bit so we don't go too much over time. I don't want to go over too much for you. Okay, so we're going to stick that on there. Okay, then we're going to find our sticker sheet again. And I love this little tag. He was so cute. So we're going to pull him off the sticker sheet. And then we're just going to mat him on a piece of scrap black paper. I got a whole stack here to see which one it fits. That fits that one right there. Look at that. So we're just going to put him on a piece of black paper. I felt like he got lost. He got lost just by himself on that white on white. So we're going to back him on a black piece of paper. And you can use your scissors. You can use whatever you're comfortable with. And we're just going to chop it up. If you're comfortable with your scissors, go with your scissors. If you're comfortable with your trimmer, by all means, use your trimmer. I cannot cut a straight line if my life depended it with a pair of scissors, so I'm relying on my trimmer. Okay, and then I'm going to punch the hole in the top. And then put some more of that ribbon in it. I just love black and white gingham. It's just adorable. Actually, that one I didn't. Oh, I did that one different. Well, right now I'm threading it. My original one looks like I left the hole and I just glued that in there. But I already punched my hole, so I guess it's getting tied. Both are cute. And I can do it this way. Both are cute. There's no right or wrong. And then guess what? Guess what? It needs to be popped. It needs to be popped. I'm going to do low foam. So again, I'm using that 108. I love the 108. It's just a little low. It gives you a little something something without too much bulk. It comes in black and it comes in white. And I call it the 108 because there's 108 feet on it. And then the one that's the medium, a little bit higher, actually double the height, is the 54. Okay, so I'm just going in here at an angle and putting that little guy on there. And then our sticker sheet, we got to get one last little bug down here. Ooh, we're doing good. Doing good, guys. I picked up the pace. I'm proud of myself. And he's going to get some foam on him too. Okay, and there we go. That is card number 2/3. 2/3. Okay, so I'm going to bring back in all the originals. Look at that, 2 minutes. We are doing good. Go back and I will post the pictures. You guys can add the yellow bling to them. So there is our quick little easy card. There's kind of our pop-up 3D. And then we have that beautiful kind of triangle. It's a gift in itself. It's just a gift in itself to kind of sit it on a table and give it to a recipient on those. So there's our 3 cards for tonight. Thank you everybody for joining us for our crafty hour. I hope you guys had a great time. If you didn't catch Deanna's, make sure to go back to Clipper Street on the public Facebook page and grab her video from 2 o'clock today. So thank you everybody for joining us. Make sure to post your creations in the Scrapbook-N-Memories scoop group. If you're posting on other areas too, posting on Stamp Junkies, any of the other groups, make sure to tag Scrapbook-N-Memories and Clipper Street and Crafty Hour Creations so we can share the love and get some more people to join in on all the fun because you know they're going to have FOMO. So thank you so much. Join us tomorrow at 9 o'clock Pacific, 11 o'clock Central for our Crafty Hour number 33 announcement. We will walk you through the kit and show you everything that's in it, and it is a fabulous one that you're not going to miss out on. So have a great night, and we'll see everybody tomorrow. Bye-bye.